What a great way to start your week by joining the Mindful Circles session. If you don't know me by now, my name is Mark Joseph, and I love my job. And the reason why I love my job is because I get to play. I get to wear silly hats if I want to. I get to do strange things like pretend I'm a wizard. And I'm taking you on a journey this morning into the world of play. Okay? Do you remember when you were a kid? Do you remember when you were a kid? Do you? What games did you play as a child? Good morning, Mashangu. Pop in the chats. What games did you enjoy playing as a child? And you know, we know that play is so important for a child's development. Okay? Beautiful weather in Gqeberha. Did I say that right? I can never get it right. Gqeberha.
We some call it the friendly city.
I know when it first came out, I just couldn't get it, and I still don't know if I can. Good morning, Busi. Sorry, you got sound issues. Keneela, good morning, Mashangu. China wrote tins and rhubarb, said Azra. Those were the games that you played when you were a kid. Hopscotch, there we go, Busi. As you can see, I've got the hopscotch picture in there. House, Maskitlane, what is that? Bortle? I don't know these games. Maybe I do, but maybe I just know the English words. Hide and seek, yeah, I remember playing hide and seek. Hopscotch, stuck in the mud. Well done, Busi, for coming back. Hide and seek, Charlotte, Vanessa, Amanda, tag, marbles, spin tops, house. My wife always says to me that the kid in me has never died. Ishmael, well done. That is excellent. Hopscotch, hide and seek, tins and skipping rope, rhubarb. My granddaughter asked me the other day what games we play. Hide and seek, marbles, spin top. Lots of board games, robbers and kisses. Robbers and kisses? What is robbers and kisses? I must say, I used to play Doctor with the girl next door. But we were too young to know what we were doing. Gaantjie Klip. Simon says, yeah, Blikkies, Lazelle, I don't know that game. Hide and seek and tins. Play with the kids, hopscotch, hide and seek, names and places. Trinesh is still playing those games. Skipping rope, Kibetso. Wonderful. Thanks for sharing. Soccer, cricket, hide, seek, chess, Kiniki. I don't know this one. Shamil, Kiniki, Ungusha, I Spy, Toki, Poppy Aces, Party Tennis, Mugusha. Am I saying it right? Jennifer, hide and seek, skipping rope, snakes and ladders, Toki. I remember that where you knock on the door and you run away. That was dangerous fun. Mpo, Moraba. Hide and seek is a board game. Carom board. Guli Danda. Wow. Chicago Tins. Blick as Pa. Wow. I remember we had nothing when I was a kid, and my grandfather had bricks in his garden, bricks like just lying around. And you know those little green army men? I used to play army with, and they used to hide behind the bricks. And I could entertain myself for hours in my mind, imagining what was going on. And the problem these days is children are not playing like we used to. And I'm saying that I'm 50 years old now. We didn't have too many TV games. We used to go outside. We used to play. And, you know, this play stimulated our brain. And if you're a parent and you've got a young child, it is so important for that child's development to play games. And maybe you used to dress up like as a superhero, you know. I remember I had a Spider-Man outfit. I had a Zulu warrior outfit. My mom made for me out of newspaper. I even had a shield and a spear. I wanted to be a Zulu impi, and I had a Superman. You know, the cape. Yeah. Snakes and ladders with my daughter yesterday. That's wonderful, Jennifer. Corin, skipping, hide and seek, rounders, lots of board games, card games, dress up, I Spy, doctors and nurses. Okay, so was that doctor as well? We had that discussion yesterday at church. Interesting. We played wedding every Christmas, white sheets as a wedding gown. Yeah, stretcher, Shamil. Brilliant. And dressing up. I remember I even had a Spider-Man, Zulu warrior. I was always dressing up, you know. The power of imaginative play. And what's interesting is my colleague Grant Nash talks about a wonderful time where we were away for a weekend as a group of friends. Thanks very much, Kitumetse. It's my wizard hat, and I am playing the wizard today. I'm full of play today. And I'm wishing you well, and I'm wishing you happiness, and I'm wishing you peace, and I'm wishing you safety. Simsalabim, there we go. You've all been granted a magic wish today. Small cars with my brother, says Ronel. Mom's flowers, farming in the animals, army cars, board games. We had so much fun. And you know, as we grow up and as we do this adult thing, unfortunately, we stop playing a lot of the time. We don't play like we used to. Our games become extrinsic, which means that our games turn into something that is goal orientated. Something we do things maybe for fun, but it has a purpose. I'm going to get a certificate. I'm going to get acknowledgement. I'm going to make some money out of it. And at the end of the day, our life becomes goal-oriented. And we lose the fun of just being playful for the sake of playfulness. And my friend Grant said to a little girl, Ailish, I think she's 5 years old, she said, I want to go jump on the trampoline. There was a beautiful trampoline. And he said, why? Do you want to become an Olympic trampoline athlete? And she said, no, silly. It's just because it's fun. You know, just because it's fun. And it's just so wonderful for us to get out of that headspace of doing something. You know, I go to gym because I want to build muscle and lose weight. Why not go and exercise for the fun of exercise? Okay? And so on. Varsha, sent my son to play school. 94-year-old grandma finds it difficult to comprehend because I'm paying for him to play with other kids, but it is so important. It is so important, okay? So just think about intrinsic. Do we do things in our day that is intrinsic, which means it's just for enjoyment and with no other purpose than just to be mindful and playful? So I'm combining mindfulness and playfulness. And why? I mean, if we look at learning, okay? Learning, look at this quote. Scientists have recently determined that it takes approximately 400 repetitions to create a new synapse in the brain. That's a connection between your neurons, and it's a habit. It's a learning. A synapse is a habit or a learning, unless it's done with play, in which case it takes 10 to 20 repetitions. 400 repetitions, but if you add play into the equation, 10 to 20. That is massively accelerated learning. If we make learning fun, it absorbs in our minds, in our brains. Wow, how can we make learning fun? And friends, it's not just for kids, it's for you as well. Look at the neuroscience of play. It increases imagination. It creates a simultaneous sense of safety and adventure. It's fun. It invokes creativity, and it helps us to adapt to the outside world while remaining authentic. You can't put the corporate face on when you are playing, right? No. You're just being yourself and you're having fun. Riding donkeys, village boys were competing. Yeah, so much fun. Are we riding those donkeys? Are we still playing, friends? So what is your game as an adult? Now keep it clean. What is your game as an adult? Adult play. Are you still playing? Now, I like to play paddle. Okay, this is something I've recently started. It's fun and it's good because when I was going out with my friends, my guy friends, you go out drinking at a bar. How boring. You sit there, there's smoke everywhere, you're getting drunk, not so much fun. And then we shifted to paddle. and we started playing paddle. My friend is opening a bungee gym in Randburg. You know where the old front used to be? There's a shopping mall. It's opening in the 1st of July. You are literally suspended to a bungee cable and you bounce around. It just is so much fun. So what is your game? What is your game? What is your game? 30 seconds. What is the English name for topo? Topo. Sudoku, 30 seconds, board game, spinning tops. Lovely. Any jugglers here? Anybody does juggling or fire dancing? I do fire dancing for fun. Shoot, bubble, dominoes. A friend and I get together every week to craft. Yes, that's play. That's amazing play. Well done. Eating. Is eating play? Okay, whatever you say, as long as you eat with fun. Impos, there's cards, board games, Monopoly, gardening. All these things. Gardening can be so much fun and is a form of play. I hardly play, that's bad. Wussy, that's fine. From today, let's ramp up some play, okay? Diamond dotting, that's interesting. That's interesting, diamond dotting. Darts, fantastic. Monopoly once in a while, and Monopoly can go on forever, hey? This is Topo. Oh, the spinning Topo, okay. Learning how to play chess, playing pool, a lot of hiking and spinning, that's play. Hiking can be play as well. I can't remember last time I played. I just do gardening, which I love. There we go. Thanks. Yeah, balloonist party. You know, so the engagement today is fantastic. Roller skating. I used to play idols. And so you think you could dance with the family. We played in lockdown, didn't we? We were making silly little TikTok videos because we had nothing else to do. Are we still making funny little videos, maybe? Color hoop stack on my phone, but it stresses me out when I struggle to get to the next level. Hula hoop, wonderful exercise. Yes, hula hoop. What is your game? Learning how to ride a bike at 50. Awesome for you. That's fantastic. That's brilliant. Wonderful, wonderful. So I'm just asking the question because maybe some of you can look at the chat and go, I love that. I'm going to get out my topo again. I'm going to get out my hula hoop. I'm going to do some juggling because it's just fun. There's no purpose for it. It's just fun. Like when we were kids, there was no purpose, right? We just played and it was fun. And we loved our lives. We did. I'm sure we did. We were happier. Most of us were, unless you come from a traumatic background. And even with trauma, friends, even with trauma, I wanted to, there's an interesting thing, psychologist Bessel van der Kolk wrote a book called The Body Keeps the Score, and he came on request by Bishop Desmond Tutu as part of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission to visit abused women in the township. They've been abused because of apartheid. They were abused also, femicide and sexually abused. And he found that it was very, very heavy when he met with these women. And then all of a sudden, one lady started singing. Okay, one lady started singing. Yeah. And you know, in African culture, I must say what I admire about African culture is the ability to play, to break out in song. I remember, you know, Zuma used to dance, right? And Madiba used to dance, and it's just play. You got these presidents of countries, of our country, that dance and sing and play. And that is very inspirational. I find that Bessel van der Kolk says it is such a brilliant way to be mindful, to be in the moment, to be joyful, and to release trauma. Okay, so wonderful. I salute the African culture in this country for ability to come back and to be resilient and to sing and to dance, because those two things really is a superpower for your mental health. Okay, never lose that tradition, never lose that culture, because it is so powerful. It is so powerful. The country is good at creating memes. Yeah. Are you playing at work? Many companies can see long recognize the link between productivity and fun work environment. Your productivity increases if you're playful. Some companies do art classes, yoga classes, they have parties, provide games, foosball, ping pong, what's this? They find that higher productivity, higher job satisfaction, greater workplace morale, and a decrease in employees skipping work and staff turnover because they added some play into the workspace. Okay, so are you playing when you are on a Teams meeting or with your no play at work? No play at work. Come on, guys. Let's bring some play into the office because it relieves stress. It improves brain function. It stimulates creativity and your mind. It improves your relationships with your colleagues and your connection. You feel young and energetic. Your social skills improve. You have cooperation with others and it heals emotional wounds. Okay. Kids Against Maturity. It features a set of cards with partial statements on it. The players get 7 cards with ridiculous words on it. Okay. Yeah. That's funny. That's hilarious. How can we play more at work? Because if we play more at work, we are functional. We refresh our mind and body. We encourage teamwork. Our energy is increased. It prevents burnout. It triggers creativity and innovation, and it helps us to see our problems in a new way. I promise you, friends, when we play at work or keeping a playful spirit at work is one of the most powerful things we can do. So let's explore. We have Wacky Wednesday games we play in our team. Wonderful. How do you play at work? Any other comments or ideas about how you can bring play into your team at work? Okay, let's have a look. Playing music, dancing at our morning imbizos creates a vibe and an energy. Well done, Pearl. That's awesome. Just a little quick joking, maybe, says Sue. Any other ideas about how we can bring the spirit of playfulness into our working day? Not just with our children, not just on the weekend, but in your working day. Come on, guys. You got to have some ideas for me. You got to have some ideas. Give me some ideas. Okay. Team meetings. Sing along to your favorite song. Quizzes during retros. Nice, nice, nice. And who institutes play? Is it the line manager? Is it your authorities? Or is it someone within the team? It's come, let's do 5 minutes of play. We have weekly game time slots. Use the games at work functionality. Games at work. Wow, I must write that down. Games at work functionality. Games at work. I like that. I like that. Mostly to the Scrum Master. Yeah, mostly the Scrum Master organizers. Why should we leave it up to them? Why should we leave it up to them? Or you can speak to the Scrum Master and say, hey, I've got a good idea. I've got a good idea. Why don't you institute this? Eric is saying any quiz game, every team member needs to come up with any quiz game. With an idea for a game every week. That's a great idea, Erica. Are you doing that currently? We got a good laugh in our stand-up when I showed them my avatar on Teams. That's awesome. That's really cool. I love that. It's very creative. Very creative. Nice. Yes, every week, Erica. Is your team happier for it, would you say? Do you think there's less conflict, Erica? Would you say, because of this? I'm sure. So I'm going to share with you some of my ideas on how we can bring play to work. Our management team meets twice a week to check in while we do some serious discussion. Most of us are thrilled and we all chirp one another. That's awesome. Nice little play. It doesn't have to be structured. It can just be spontaneous and chirpy. Fun Friday every week. Christina, Sue, sorry, Sue. Barsha works always busy, but Magda planned a Teams bingo session and it was fun. How about we do it regularly, like once a week, or if you can, every day? I love red light, green light from the Squid Game. Ooh, geez, I saw that one. That didn't turn out very well. So how about a funny hat day where you come into the office and everyone has to wear a funny hat? Okay, what about that? Or Pictionary, or 30 seconds. Have you heard of head tag? It's like this, where someone sticks a tag on your head. I've got Nelson Mandela on mine. I don't know it's Nelson Mandela. And then everybody's has a chance to try and act out who this character is. And then I've got to try and figure out, but it's on my head. Okay. That's really fun. Office golf, just take a golf ball if you've got a carpet and you can do some putting. Maybe we can have a meeting where you go for a walk. I don't know. Can you go for a walk in a park nearby instead of having a formal meeting? Erica says, yeah, it's fun. We get to know a lot about each other. It's a stress reliever, lots of jokes. Yes, Erica, wonderful. Maybe you should lead the play at ABSA. How about an amazing race? Has anybody done amazing race in the office where you've got to find stuff and there's teams that win and all of that? Or, what I like to do is check in every time with everybody, all my clients. How are we doing on a scale of 1 to 10 today? What number would you give yourself? But instead of doing that, how about checking in as an actor or as a character? Who is your character today? Or what actor are you today? And then we can get, it's fun, but at the same time, we can get to understand where your mental headspace is, right? They'll steal your laptop in the park. No, man. No, there's some lovely parks. There's one near Alice Lane. I think it's, what is it? Mushroom Park, which is very nice and safe. Mr. Bean. Even when you do solutioning, use the other 6 thinking hats or De Bono innovative. Yeah, Edward De Bono thinking techniques. Very cool. I forgot about Edward De Bono, actually. Amazing race. But, I think it does take some effort for us to institute this, okay? Think about what you can do to institute play. And maybe even if you're alone, you're at home and there's no one around you and you're just sitting on Teams meetings, find a little break, find a little play break. Eldos is dangerous. Find a little play break, and play with the dogs, play with the cats, hit the ball against the wall or do something, dance. I know in lockdown, a lot of us would just exercise. You put on YouTube and you look at people dancing at a dance festival and you jump around and you dance and it's so much fun and it's also a good exercise. So if you don't know what it is that you can do to play more, let's do a little contemplation, okay? So as I said, I'm a wizard today and I brought my, maybe you could go to work with a little toy, like a character, I'm taking my monkey to work today, okay? Can you imagine walking around with your monkey? Just to be a bit silly, right? Why not? Life's too short for seriousness. Life's too short for serious. Take your monkey to work day, okay? So here we go. I'm taking you on a magical ride, and we're going back into your childhood, all right? Abracadabra. Off we go, and we fly through time in a bubble, okay? In a spaceship bubble. Think about it. Imagine this. You fly through time, and you're in a spaceship bubble. And you go back to when you were 7 years old, okay? And imagine, where are you sitting as a 7-year-old playing? You're playing your favorite game, and maybe you're alone, and you've got that imaginative play going on. You might be outside, you might be sitting in your room. Think about that little 7-year-old, that little boy or that little girl. Go back to them, and now you step out of your time capsule bubble, and you approach your younger self. So now there's 2 selves, you as you are now, and your 7-year-old. And you sit down and they look up at you and they go, hello. And you say, hi. And they smile at you and you ask them, how's it going? And the little child, your inner child says, I'm doing great. I'm playing. And they ask you, what do you play? What would you like to play? Take a moment, take a deep breath, and just think about what play could you bring into your life that your 7-year-old would be so happy to hear. Think about it. Take another deep breath. And now maybe answer your inner self, your inner child. Well, I think I can do more play, and I think I'm going to do this today. Your 7-year-old smiles and laughs back at you, gives you a thumbs up and says, sharp. You're both happy. You both smile. You get back into your time bubble, and I'm going to bring you back into your reality, back into your present life. Here we go. Sim salabim. And you come back. And you always remember the words of your inner child. Play more. Ching chong cha. Yes, Lizelle, you said, what did your inner child ask of you? What did you say to your inner child that you will do more of? Lizelle's inner child said, ching chong cha. Okay? You must play more ching chong cha. And we know if we bring play into our marriage, if we bring play into our workspace, if we bring play into the lives of our children, life can be transformed. And I'm very, very passionate about this topic. I've been teaching mental health, mental wellness through mindfulness. And I just feel that when you are in play, in a state of play, you are in a state of flow. And it is a mindful activity because you're having so much fun that you're in the moment. You can't worry. You can't think of the past. You're just really in the moment, you know. Work hard, play harder. Berenice, that's what your inner child was saying. Mine said, laugh more. Fantastic. My inner child loved to play with mud and pretend she was baking a cake. Why not make a mud cake? Why not? I make match cakes. I'm sure you've seen them, where I make a whole cake out of matches and then I light them. It's very dangerous. Don't try it at home. Erica, she was asking where my dolls are. Tea party with my teddies and my dolls. I loved playing with sand. Varsha, just get into the sand. Why not? Extrinsic, intrinsic. This is intrinsic. Do it for fun. Most definitely, life can be transformed. Thanks, Johanna. Friends, thank you for your comments. What play can you bring into your day? Encourage play. Speak to your Scrum Masters. Give them some ideas. Make it happen, even if it's someone's birthday. Blow up some balloons. Write some funny messages on, birthdays are a good day to play as well. It's always someone's birthday, right? Always. Okay? Rochelle, your 7-year-old me would have loved more time with my dad. I'm sorry to hear that, Rochelle. Let's make that 7-year-old happy again, and let's live that year as if it was a different year. My daughter forces me to play soccer with her, so we'll do just that. Thank you, friends. Thank you so much. It's time up. I'm going to take off my wizard hat and I'm going to get back into my corporate hat for a little while, but never let go of your ability to play. I'd like to carry on with this series. There's such wonderful information. Anybody having a birthday, says Alvin? Thanks, Jennifer. You brought back the child in me. Absolutely. There's always that little child in us. Just listen to it. Take care, friends. We'll see you soon. Have a wonderful week. It's Monday. I know we've got a public holiday coming up somewhere, but you know what? You've got this. Don't take life too seriously. Life's too short to take seriously. Fill it with play and smiles and fun and friendship. Take care of yourselves. Thanks, Melissa. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.